for the Ghanaians, they make just 2 changes. In goal, Benjamin Asare comes in. Kojo Apong comes into that center back position. The curiosity with this team is, will they stick with the back 4 that we saw them play against Austria, which they lost 5-1, or will they shift to their more familiar 3-back system? But I'm looking at Thomas Partey to really own that midfield. Still looking for more from Antoine Semenyo to really contribute in the attack.
Otto under a lot of fire and a lot of pressure coming off of that embarrassing loss and humbling loss, in his own words, against Austria just a few days ago. Meanwhile, Julian Nagel's been thrilled with what he saw on the attacking side of the field, but obviously some concerns defensively, which continues to be the big question mark surrounding the 4-time World Cup champions. Antoine Semenyo in great form for club. Bit of a question mark for country. But this Ghanaian side has lost their last 4 games in a row. They've only scored 1 goal in those last 4. And could use with a major confidence boost against a team that, of course, has so much talent at their disposal. But are looking to make their mark and at the bare minimum get to the knockout round this summer. This is just a little more than 70 days away in North America. Sent in towards the back stick, available for Antonio Rudiger. And Vert somehow keeps it alive for Nathaniel Brown. He's got time and space guard. Has got to win it back in the middle of the park, and it should be a foul in favor of the in the first 45 minutes. Clever little dummy, Nathaniel Brown for Pascal Gross, and couldn't quite open up his hips. And easy work in the end for Benjamin Asare. Pascal Gross, not his best delivery, who was able to qualify. Asare off his... Leonard Carl for Voltamata, and it's off the crossbar. And the follow-up chance is denied. That was Alexander Djiku, and that was one of the more on his way. Sizing up Antonio Rudiger, great matchup. And Leonard Carl, it's on full display, and the nutmeg as well, and he wins the free kick. Germany go quickly again from the corner. Leonard Carl, decent looking ball in. Leonard Carl cushions it down. It's Goretzka, and Voltamata actually got in the way. Last touch coming off of the big Union Berlin man on top of the set piece. Finding Jordan Ayew in space. Tries. Delivering the door. It's a slip from Prince Adu. Voltamata trying to turn and not being allowed to. There, Kuhn desperately for Leicester City in the championship.
Then playing as a...
Kimmich standing over it. And will be round. And that's a decent looking effort that had the interest of Asare for a moment. Kimmich. Great little ball over the top, cushion down. It's Undav! Well, how fitting is that for the Stuttgart man? The recipient of a silky smooth German move. And Dennis Undav doing what he does best in this stadium.
Well, it's the man in form in his home stadium where he plays his club football who delivers the devastating blow.
Kimmich. Figured why not. Voltamata falls for Carl. Voltamata having it initially. Instead, we'll find Carl trying to get it back from Voltamata.
Because in the first half, Germany looked vulnerable in transition as well. The dip.
Undav trying to lay it off for Leicester City. As that was angled towards Voltamata. Fall
direct.
Leonard Carl slicing up the Ghanaian defense. Leaves it for Leroy Sané. On rushing is Kimmich, and he got that all wrong. Kimmich. Undav brings it down beautifully. But there was too much help away from your respective club and your actual home as Kuhn turns the corner. Good chance here, and Fatawu scores. Germany picked apart. And Abdel Fatawu has been on the field for just several minutes, and Ghana are level in Stuttgart.
despite Germany's dominance for large spells in this game, the vulnerability was there defensively. And the feeling was always one of such that if Ghana could just execute and be clinical with one of these chances, there was a moment to be had. And going in this second half,
Third studying it through. It's Kai Havertz peeling it back. Good opportunity, and it's just wide from Voltemata. And the first sign of life from Germany in the attacking third tonight.
Well, how does he make them a little bit better and disciplined defensively?
He has the green light to go and find space as he sees fit. As here comes the
back in that last situation, and wingback Derek Collins just gets caught ball watching.
And here is Ghana exposed again, and that's a rough challenge along the back line for Ghana. And it is going to be just a yellow card. But it will be Verts, and it's just wide. It actually looked like that might have came off the post. And Liverpool man just inches away from a third goal in 2 games.
Well, Florian Wirtz at the
clever little ball. Here's Pascal Gross. Over the head of Voltemata, and then swiped out by Jonathan Tah and out of play. But it has been all Germany inside of the first 10 minutes. Angelo Stieler to take the corner. Asari off of his line to Stieler. Havertz. Kimmich trying to stand up towards the back stick. It's a free header. Germany wins the first. Back across. And the and it falls for Kimmich. In behind for Serge Gnabry, and that's a all. Kimmich. Teasing ball in behind the back line. That's Jurenki who gets a touch to it. And the flag is up. Back for the Brighton man Gross as he sends. Slip here allows Serge Gnabry to get on the ball. Now Kai Havertz and Schlotterbeck. It's not a bad looking ball. Bounces in front of cup, but the expectation should be for a country of Ghana's stature in the game that they qualify for both without it. Was waiting for it at the edge of the penalty area. That was Prince Adu, who was also in the neighborhood, and then a first time.
Give you that go ahead.
Here's Wirtz again, weaving his way through, and a block in front coming from Jonas Ajete. Kai Havertz scores with calm and with ease, and Germany get their deserved goal at the end of this first half.
Germany definitely had to be patient, and it took into stoppage time in this first half for them to break the deadlock, and it's Kai Havertz from the penalty spot. Calm and composed as you like. The Arsenal man steps up to get his 21st international goal in a first half that saw Germany.
That's Ayew on the turn. Got the cross away. Semenyo working on Kimmich. One of the first real clear possession opportunities. Kojo Apong being chased down by Serge. Brown from the left wing. Wirtz. Kimmich waiting for it, and the foul's going to be called. Nathaniel Brown once more was able to. Caleb Jurenki and company doing their defensive duties.
Naturally, Germany you're playing with.
Gnabry thought about it before it could reach Gnabry. Havertz. Kojo Apong able to deny. Voltemata.
Oh, he doesn't hit the target.
Here's Kimmich again, looking for that ball being stood up right around the penalty. Prince Adu trying to utilize his pace against Nathaniel Brown in the Frankfurt. But Adu having to change something defensively as that
can also contribute with goals.
Takes the first delivery. Now slips it through. It's a great looking ball. Semenyo lashes it across, and Joshua Kimmich on top of the corner, clips it towards the back stick. Partey wins the first header. Semenyo up for the second. Heading into this World Cup as that ball in behind is a delicious one for Voltemata. Leaves it for Florian Wirtz. But the offside flag is up. It was on the initial run from Voltemata. And that'll deny Florian Wirtz his 5th goal involvement in 2 games.
I want you to watch the secondary run. So Boltamana does a good job. He's trying to stretch that back line. You can see he's slightly ahead of that last center back, but it's the awareness of Florian Wirtz. Seeing where the space is to come and support the big man up top. Takes his shot really, really well. It's unfortunate to have it chopped off. But to your point there about the transition moments for Ghana, Germany had looked vulnerable on that last chance defensively. Nathaniel Brown does an incredible job against Prince Adu 1v1 situation where there's acres of space around him, but he's patient, doesn't dive in, just waits for that. The possession tilt has definitely been in favor of
Urenke. Just Asari off his line again. He's not been bashful about doing that. Kimmich, delicious looking ball. Asari got a touch to it. It's loose in front. Still pinballing around. It's Jonathan Todd. He sends it over the crossbar. Looking for his second goal in 2 games. It sat up ever so nicely. Havertz, good feet. And he wins the free kick and gets it. And here come the Black Stars through Prince Adu. Sizing up Nathaniel Brown. Adu chopping the lineup that has been put in place in the attacking third over the past 2 games. Diallo continues to try to regain his match fitness coming off that injury in club. First half warm up in. Here's Brown. Ayu in towards Semenyo. Gross. Excellent ball in for Havertz. Takes it in the middle of the field by Ghana. Motamata with quick feet attempted to find Pascal Gross, but the foul is going to be called again. Inch perfectly. Urenke offs it in. Taz. Wirtz, African qualifying for the World Cup back in October. Any kind since a 1-0 win over Comoros in the final day of.
Mohon subscribe channel ini dulu biar nggak ketinggalan video terbaru dari kami.
Pertandingan antara Jerman dan Pantai Gading di FIFA World Cup 2026 akan menjadi salah satu pertandingan paling menarik dan dinantikan. Kedua tim memiliki sejarah yang kaya dalam sepak bola dan selalu memberikan perlawanan sengit di ajang internasional. Dalam pertemuan ini, kita akan menyaksikan pertarungan antara kekuatan teknis Jerman dan kekuatan fisik Pantai Gading. Secara historis, Jerman dikenal sebagai salah satu tim terkuat di dunia dengan gaya bermain yang sangat terorganisir dan disiplin. Mereka memiliki kemampuan untuk menguasai permainan dan menciptakan peluang gol dengan sangat efektif. Sementara itu, Pantai Gading memiliki kekuatan fisik yang luar biasa dan kemampuan untuk mengimbangi lawan dengan gaya bermain yang lebih agresif. Pertemuan ini akan menjadi ujian bagi kedua tim untuk menunjukkan kemampuan mereka dan memperebutkan tiket ke babak selanjutnya. Jerman cenderung menggunakan formasi kemenangan dramatis 3 dengan 3 gelandang yang sangat kuat dan 2 pemain sayap yang cepat dan lincah. Mereka juga memiliki kemampuan untuk bermain dengan sangat fleksibel sehingga mereka dapat beradaptasi dengan situasi permainan yang berbeda-beda. Dalam beberapa pertandingan terakhir, Jerman telah menunjukkan kemampuan untuk menguasai permainan dan menciptakan peluang gol dengan sangat efektif. Pantai Gading di sisi lain cenderung menggunakan formasi hasil mengejutkan pertandingan seru dengan 2 gelandang yang sangat kuat dan 1 pemain tengah yang bertindak sebagai playmaker. Mereka juga memiliki kemampuan untuk bermain dengan sangat agresif sehingga mereka dapat mengimbangi lawan dengan gaya bermain yang lebih fisik. Dalam beberapa pertandingan terakhir, Pantai Gading telah menunjukkan kemampuan untuk menciptakan peluang gol dengan sangat efektif, terutama melalui serangan balik yang cepat dan lincah. Salah satu kelemahan Jerman adalah kemampuan mereka untuk menghadapi lawan yang memiliki kekuatan fisik yang luar biasa. Mereka cenderung kesulitan untuk menghadapi lawan yang dapat mengimbangi mereka dengan gaya bermain yang lebih agresif. Sementara itu, kelemahan Pantai Gading adalah kemampuan mereka untuk menguasai permainan dan menciptakan peluang gol dengan sangat efektif. Mereka cenderung kesulitan untuk menghadapi lawan yang dapat menguasai permainan dan menciptakan peluang gol dengan sangat efektif. Salah satu faktor penentu kemenangan dalam pertandingan ini adalah kemampuan kedua tim untuk menguasai permainan dan menciptakan peluang gol dengan sangat efektif. Jerman memiliki kemampuan untuk menguasai permainan dan menciptakan peluang gol dengan sangat efektif. Tetapi mereka juga harus waspada terhadap kekuatan fisik Pantai Gading yang dapat mengimbangi mereka dengan gaya bermain yang lebih agresif. Faktor lain yang penting adalah kemampuan kedua tim untuk menghadapi tekanan dan stres dalam pertandingan. Jerman memiliki pengalaman yang luas dalam menghadapi tekanan dan stres dalam pertandingan, tetapi Pantai Gading juga memiliki kemampuan untuk menghadapi tekanan dan stres dengan baik. Pertemuan ini akan menjadi ujian bagi kedua tim untuk menunjukkan kemampuan mereka untuk menghadapi tekanan dan stres dengan baik.